Live Zone. It's time we talk a little football, and tonight the Commanders are going to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. It happens in Cincinnati, which means all eyes will be on the Commanders, at least if you happen to live right here in the DMV. Joining us now to discuss all things surrounding that is your guy, my guy, our guy, Tailgate Ted, back here on the Live Zone. Good to see you, sir. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, guy. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Really excited about the game tonight. You know, I just looked at the NFC East standings, and it's hard to believe that week 3, we are second. What do you think about that? Going to change tonight?
It's early. It's early in the season. You know, a lot of fans kind of hang their hat on that stat. But tonight's going to be a difficult game. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we will know if this team is truly recalibrating or if they're actually contending after this game.
Yeah, we're talking about 2 Heisman Trophy winners, you know, and that it just dawned on me that happens to be the case with regard to the quarterbacks, the Bengals quarterback, and of course Jaden Daniels for us. I refuse to say his name because I don't want to jinx us.
Yeah, I don't think it's like Beetlejuice. I mean, we all know who Joe Burrow is, and you know he's a good quarterback. But the Bengals are 0-2, so they are beatable. The Patriots did it to them week 1, and they lost to the Chiefs in a heartbreaker in week 2. So who's to say why not us?
Yeah. What do you expect to see tonight, though, Tailgate Ted? I mean, last week we saw early on Jaden Daniels actually running the ball a lot, and at one point we all got a little nervous when we saw him take, let's say, a hard hit. Hopefully that won't be the case today. We saw an excellent running game last week. What do you expect to see tonight?
Well, I'm expecting to see similar from this Commanders team. And the Bengals' rush defense is 26 in the league, but their pass defense is 2nd. So if we want to take advantage of that fact, we've got to get Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler more carries. And you said it earlier. I mean, Jaden got the wind knocked out of him, had to take a play out for that game, and he settled down that second half. So I'm hoping to see more of that Jaden Daniels versus the Jaden Daniels we saw in the first half, where he took a couple unnecessary hits and maybe used his legs a couple of times when he could have just thrown that ball.
Yeah, Tailgate Ted, you host a podcast as well, and I also like to say you're a man of the people, meaning a lot of folks have a lot of things to say with regard to the Commanders to you. What are fans saying?
Fans are excited because we're finally seeing a quarterback that can potentially be the quarterback of the future. And then you've got other fans out there that think we're winning the Super Bowl every year, that think we're going to go, 16-1 the rest of the way. But being realistic, fans have hope because this is a Monday night where you don't feel doom and gloom. You don't see headlines that come out before a primetime game that don't have to do with football. This is a new era for this franchise, if you will, and we're all just excited to be a part of it.
Yeah, but speaking of Monday, we touched on this last week, Ted, and that is history has shown that the Commanders don't do too well on Monday Night Football. You think that's going to change?
Well, the last time we played Monday night was 2022, and we did beat the Eagles up in Philly. So can history repeat itself? Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we definitely have to keep our fingers crossed. Once again, the game getting underway beginning at 8:15 tonight. Real quick, your take yesterday on the Cowboys getting beat yet again. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because they happen to be in, yes, the NFC East as well. And, boy, they are not looking good.
They almost came back against the Ravens. I'm not going to lie. I turned that game off. Figured I'd go do some, work around the house, make Mrs. Tailgate happy. And then I turned it back on, and they were within 3. But the good news is Dallas lost. So regardless, it's a victory Monday, even though the Commanders didn't play.
Yeah, all right. Well, fingers crossed, and we're going to speak it into existence, the Commanders with the W tonight as they take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Chatting with Tailgate Ted. Oh, real quick, I made mention of your podcast, Ted. How can folks check it out?
Any place you can find a podcast, it's called the DMV Mess Hall. We do it twice a week with my co-host Rally Captain, who I'm sure all of you have seen in the stands. He's at every game, home and away, with his big rally flag flying.
All right. Well, make sure you check it out. Not now, but right now. Joined with Tailgate Ted, the super fan, right here on the Live Zone. Always good to see you, sir.
You too, Guy. I appreciate it.
All right. As we go.